Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the technologically advanced world of Gammill here. I'd like to say hello to everybody out there in Gammill land. I know a lot of you won't be watching this live, but it'll continue to be on the site. So if you're watching this down the road and you have any questions about the subject which we're going to be talking about, feel free to post them in the messages there, and we'll get back to them. Anyway, my name is Bobby. I'm a member of tech support here at Gammill, and I am going to tell you about all that is good and wonderful about the TOWA Gauge. Yes, the TOWA Gauge. Something that you'll love to have in your arsenal of quilting tools. And you really need to have this in your arsenal of quilting tools, because let me show you a common practice of checking the tension of your bobbin case and your bobbin. Frequently in tech support we'll call and speak to people, and I'll ask them, well, what is your lower tension set at? And they say, well, when I put it in my hand like this and I pull up on the thread, it stands up in my hand. Well, when we hear that here at tech support, there's deep within us, there's a groan that occurs, but we don't let the customers hear this groan. But the reason for this groan is because while that method of testing your tension does give you a rough estimate of what your bobbin tension is, a very rough estimate, it doesn't give you an exact number. And with no number, especially if you're talking to us here at tech support, we don't really know whether you need to adjust the bottom tension or the top tension. And there's specific numbers for the Gammill machines to which your bobbins should be set. Your bobbin cases should be set. And basically, for any of the machines that are a 22, a 26, a 30, all the way up to the old 36, the tension is going to range anywhere between 180 and 220 on the TOWA gauge. The smaller machines, the Premiers, which is the 18-inch, they will be in the 250 to 300 range, so they run a little bit tighter. So everything but the Premier, the tension will run 180 to 220. So I do want to say that different threads will produce different tensions based on the drag of the thread or based on the smoothness of the thread. For example, if you have some poly thread and some cotton thread that are both the same weight, you're going to have different tensions on those. The cotton will read a higher tension because there's more drag on that. And if you have a heavier thread, that's going to register more tension, which may require some adjustment of your bobbin case because it just drags more because it's thicker. Anyway, let me do a demonstration of how the TOWA gauge works. And I want to tell you, I promise you, I have heard from countless people who are quilters who have talked about the benefit and how much they love their TOWA gauge because you can set it at an exact number. You can set the tension of your bobbin case at an exact number. And anyone who does a lot of quilting and who quilts on a regular basis, they learn the personality of their own machine. And for example, if you've been quilting for a long time on your machine and you have a TOWA gauge, you may know that your machine likes 190 on the TOWA gauge, and somebody else's machine might do better at 210, So the TOWA gauge will help you to basically fine tune your stitches, which is the the goal of everyone who does quilting. You want beautiful stitches. But let me do a quick demonstration of the TOWA gauge. First of all, of course, you'll load your bobbin case, and to know that you're putting your bobbin in the right direction. See, as it's facing you, the thread comes down on the side. It forms a number 9, and if it's forming a number 9, you know it's in the right position. And then you just put it right there in the bobbin case, and you'll see that slot right there on the side, and that is where the thread will come down through. See how it goes in that slot, and then in front of that little arm. If I can get it over there. There we go. And then now the thread is set just the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so once you have your bobbin in the bobbin case, that pointy handle will be pointing up as you put it in there. So just drop it in there, and you'll know that it's seated in place when it clicks. See there? Clicks right in place. Now, to line your thread up, let me see if I can do it without getting my hand in your way. Sorry. Okay. You will start out going under that first wheel, over the second wheel, and then do it right behind that little arm. Don't go in this little slot here because that is the thread cutter. Now, once you have it in there, you just pull it smoothly and uniformly through, and you'll see how it registers on that gauge. See there? And that looks like, I can't get my head in front of there. See, that's closer, that's about 240 or so. So if you're doing one of the 22 through 36 inch machines, that's going to be a little higher tension than you want. So in order to adjust that, you will, if you look on the side of the bobbin case, you'll see 2 screws. The larger of the 2 screws is the one that you will adjust to adjust your bobbin case tension. So I'm going to go a little bit counterclockwise on that. I'm getting to the age where I need to put on some glasses when I'm looking at stuff close up, so so I'm going to slip these on. Okay, so you get you a tiny little screwdriver, and I'm going to back it up just a little. Let's see how that changed the tension. Okay, so we're about 190 right there now. So you see how your adjustment on the tension, see how that's done. I did want to say one other thing about the TOWA gauge that'll also tell you, I don't have a bad bobbin with me right now, but if you do it and you see that needle jumping around like that, as you pull it smoothly and the needle's still jumping around like that, that will indicate that there's something wrong either with the bobbin case itself, with the anti-backlash spring that is inside the bobbin case, or the bobbin itself could be bent or something, or wound incorrectly. So that's another thing that the TOWA gauge will show you, that if there's something wrong with the with your bobbin or bobbin case, it'll alert you to that. But I can't emphasize enough that the TOWA gauge is it's really a crucial tool in your arsenal for quilting, because not just because we're trying to sell something, but this really and truly will make your stitches the highest quality they can possibly be, because you'll have your tension set correctly, and it takes away all the guesswork in your stitches. So I encourage you, if you have a Gammill machine and you don't have a TOWA gauge, I encourage you to call your dealer, find out who the dealer is if you don't know, that covers your area of the country or the world, and get a hold of them. You can go on to gammill.com, and if you go to the bottom of the page, you can find Locate My Dealer if you don't know that, and they can get a TOWA gauge shipped out to you right away. So hope this has been informational to you, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.